Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani? Msuri sana, wakeni, wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani? Msuri sana, wakeni, wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wakeni, wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Take 5 with GPS. Slightly later than usual here at a different location this morning. I'm delighted that some of you are able to reschedule and join me for our time of singing, our time of community, our time of song. Please take a moment to sign in to the chat. Let us know that you are here, that you are ready to sing together on this day. You may be wondering why I'm here in a parking ramp. Lydia Grace had an appointment this morning for that arm that she broke. And so we've got her in there getting her next cast on. She's almost to finish with that process. And I didn't want us to miss our time together. So I'm out here in the parking ramp ready to sing with you today. And so glad that you were able to shift around your schedules here to sing together. So on this President's Day, I've got some presidential connections today for our connection to Black History Month and our inspiration. And then I've got a song here for us to sing today that will also inspire us to live with love and joy and peace and hope in all we do. So before we do that, let's take a moment here and just reach up and stretch, friends. Inhale it in, exhale it out. Beautiful. The other arm up now. Inhale in, exhale it out. Take those arms, open up wide. Give yourself a nice big hug. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders back 3 or 4 times. Roll those shoulders forward 3 or 4 times. Looks like Lydia and Malachi and Michelle just came out of the appointment there. So now they're out here in the car, getting in the car here. Let's sing that song that I sang on the way in here. Jambo is a Kenyan song of welcome. And I know we've done it before in the past here. It goes like this. Jambo, Jambo Bwana, habari gani, msuri sana, wakeni, wakaribishwa, Kenya yetu hakuna matata. So it's just a song of welcome, and I love that song. I love singing that song with folks there. So today I mentioned having some inspiration to you that comes from presidential connections on this President's Day. I thought I'd start first with a few quotes that come to us from our first Black president, Barack Obama. He says this about hope. He says, hope is the thing inside us that insists, despite all evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits for us if we have the courage to reach for it and to work for it and to fight for it. And then about peace, he says, the peace we seek in the world begins in human hearts, and it finds its glorious expression when we look beyond any differences in religion or tribe and rejoice in the beauty of the soul. And so for our song today, friends, I thought we sing a Negro spiritual that I know many of you have sung with me before. It's one of my favorites here. It's There's a Little Wheel a-Turning in My Heart. It goes like this. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. There's a little wheel a-turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little wheel a turning in my heart. There's a little joy a turning in my heart. There's a little joy a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little joy a turning in my heart. There's a little hope a turning in my heart. There's a little hope a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little hope a turning in my heart. There's a little joy a turning in my heart. There's a little love a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little love a turning in my heart. There's a little peace a turning in my heart. There's a little peace a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little love a turning in my heart. So, with that, Amanda Gorman was the presidential inauguration poet for President Joe Biden. And her poem, you may remember, The Hill We Climb, had some really wonderful moments there. And I thought I'd share a few excerpts and encourage you to go read the whole thing again to be inspired on this day, inspired to community. She said, "We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man." Then later on, she says, "And so we lift our gaze not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left." And she ends with this: "For there is always light if we're only brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it." I love that. Light, if only we're brave enough to see it and to be it. And so let's sing our final stanza here of this one, friends. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little piece a turning in my heart. Indeed. Thanks so much for singing with me today, friends. I appreciate all your kindness and your thoughts for Lydia. The arm is doing well. She's only got a couple of weeks left of the cast, and then she'll be back to normal, although it hasn't slowed her down one bit. So take good care, friends. I'll be back in the living room next week. We'll sing as usual. Until then, be well. Take care of yourselves. Keep that wheel turning in your heart. In my heart, in my heart, there's a little wheel a turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart, there's a little wheel a turning in my heart.